to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Gamecocks will put it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Mississippi State's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Back to throw, it's Vance. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play.
Them boys are not blocked.
So South Carolina's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys go to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week...
There he goes! He's at the touchdown! South
All right, Bryce, way to start it.
And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Mississippi State going up tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball. Defense work.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's ball.
Damn.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end.
Ooh, good hit.
Good job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Vance. That's caught. It's Sampson. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. From the gun, give on the inside. Tough, hard-nosed running. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. There he goes. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Mississippi State has this drive hitting on all cylinders. To the air on 1st down. Throwing right. This dude is just a master along the sideline, getting that foot in bounds for the nice gain. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Offense in a bunch formation. To the air, it's Underwood. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
This is a great play by the defensive back, and I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering a receiver deep down the field, your back's to the play, you've got to turn your shoulder, locate the football, and then swat it away. That DB did an outstanding job in coverage.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now.
Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Trying to get rid of it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down. They'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. And a nice grab breathing in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Off the play fake on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Way to break that up.
Now,
Bye.
receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it on. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Vance. Here's a heat. He's going to run it. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quarterback extends the play. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Wide open downfield. Breaks into the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. He's got it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. TCU is running away with things, and I'm not sure who saw this coming today from this offense. They're up 14 over West Virginia. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Vance. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and 11. to pass. Pulls it in. It's Hatcher. Tripped up for the tackle. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quick pass on the fly motion. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
Damn.
These guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job.
Looking for a huge play. Got it inside the tag. Slippery slide. Find his way.
Don't press him. Don't press him.
Touchdown, South Carolina. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5?
And it's now the second time this wide receiver is scored.
Don't press him.
Outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an
Yeah, Marlo, man.
passing game scoring from 47 yards out.
Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now.
Oh.
Good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game, they pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Makes the grab. It's Williams. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Looking to throw, it's Vance.
Oh, bullshit.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The short hands, it's Sampson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll go to the ground.
Yeah.
A chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep.
Oh my gosh.
Touchdown, Bulldogs.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Throws for the tight end. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Grab near the marker, it's Harbor. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of
There's a block
scrimmage.
right there, my boy.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Hauls it in. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
And they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Snags it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they... Touchdown, Gamecock! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
He's down here. He does a lot of blocking. You play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big thing. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
the AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Colorado steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Boulder a ton of confidence. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Vance. Here comes the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think, setting up fourth down. And that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now the play fake. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the catch. It's Sampson. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Punt is in the air. Makes the catch right at the 50. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for an open area to his left. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there. Understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Underwood. Going for it all. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Don't press him, man. Don't press him.
Defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Glover. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Sampson. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to throw time, running short in the half. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Jukes his way for more. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Vance. Unloads to the wideout. Yeah, hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. They're dealing with a second and long. These corners going to give them some space. Second and 10. He'll throw again. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They've got it. First and 10 at the 42. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Glover. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Clark. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. I'm not sure what kind of vexing and magic they're trying to conjure up here, but sending out the field goal. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Williams-Brice.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bennett. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll open the second half on the ground. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
There's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you can tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurate.
He's going for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, South Carolina. And once he found open space, the band
fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Looking for a man. It's Vance. Finds his man. It's Williams. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play.
He lost one down the sideline.
Oh my gosh, what can I do?
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Wow.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Mississippi State does. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6.
Running back tired, man. We need a fumble.
Off play action. Going for 6. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. And they decide to trot out the kicker from the right hash. And this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Absolutely perfect. Let's not say they cut into the deficit of that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on.
Yeah, on it.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Tight end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Fighting off the defense. Just shedding tackles. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Working that left side now. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Running into the open space.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Now on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Gamecocks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this. Oh, he's got some space. Watch out. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. The Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. Running back searching for a hole. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points. When the great teams get touchdowns in the red area, you got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Caught near the sticks, it's Thompson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
Moves away as he feels pressure.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Looking to pass. It's Coleman home. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome. Front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, you look at Webster's dictionary and the term game wrecker, a picture of this guy is going to show up. He has been unstoppable in this football game. That's his 2nd sack here today.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Coleman Hope. Snagged in the middle, it's Wilson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Wants to throw on first down. Plucks it out of the air. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He's going to take off. Turning it on. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Bulldogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the gun, into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
I'm not trying to catch the ball as a defensive back all the time. I'm just making sure you don't catch it. Great job getting the deflection, fight through the hands, make make sure he can't put his hands together to try to catch that football.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Overton. He turns that loose down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Caught, close to the marker, it's Wilson. He'll have enough to give Mississippi State a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's caught. It's Mitchell. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, this defense thought coming into this one they could get after the quarterback, but I'm not sure, guys, if they thought they'd have this much success. Everything they've dialed up has gotten home. They've got 6 sacks in this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Hatcher. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Get ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seems like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. That they can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Trying to get the corner. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
GG's in the chat, man.
A bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes
back in our winning column.
losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have